Hey everyone, guess what? This is the bonus tutorial video. And what I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to pick one of the comments. Each time I do a bonus video, I'm going to pick one of the comments that's either asked a question or had an idea for a tutorial, and I'm going to make a quick 5 to 10 minute tutorial about that specific topic. And this topic comes from Samalot, and he asked about recipes. Now there's two different types of recipes you can make in Minecraft. The first one is a shaped recipe. So to do that, you would type modloader dot add recipe, hit escape, there we go, and you need to put new item stack. What an item stack is obviously a stack of items. You can usually have up to 64 in a stack, and we're going to make item dot diamond, and that basically means we're going to make a diamond, comma, hit escape. Hit escape again if it does that to you. It really bugs me when it does that. And put a 1 there. Next, at the A object, we're going to type new, capital O object, and semicolon. Any errors? No. Okay. Now with a shaped recipe, you're basically trying to create a shape with the items that you put in there. And just think of it as the crafting grid. The basic crafting grid is a 4x4. That's the kind of crafting grid that you can do on your player, which is a 4x4. So if you wanted to make an object that's only craftable in the player and the player's crafting box, do a 4x4. And that's what these double quotes mean. A single quote is talking about the individual character. And so what we're saying is this character within that crafting table up here, this recipe, is going to be item dot coal, and that has to be a capital. And this would work. You load it up. If you put 4 coal together, you would get a diamond. Obviously, that's pretty easy. There's another way to do this. We won't talk about that right now. So anyway, that's diamond. That's the player's crafting grid. An important thing to note whenever you're doing crafting, there's a couple rules. One rule is you can never have one line shorter than the other. See how there's 2 X's here and 1 X there? That's going to basically cause an error, and you'll never be able to create the item. You have to put a space in there, or just put a blank character like 4. Because an empty space in double quotes actually counts as a character. Even though this is empty, when it's in double quotes, Java is seeing this as actually a character, a space character. Okay? So it's important to make sure that as wide as it is on the top or bottom, it needs to be that same width throughout the rest of the crafting grid. Let's take, for instance, the workbench, which is a 3x3 crafting grid. Let's copy that. 3x3. Now if I were to take away one of those X's, that would cause an error, and you would not actually be able to make the diamond if you put 3 coal on the top, 3 coal in the middle, and 2 coal on the bottom. It wouldn't work. Remember that this one's the top, this one's the middle, this one is the bottom. What you would need to do is put a space or a blank character. In other words, you put a Q there, but you don't define what Q is. What it does is it overlooks that. If you have this, this will create the recipe you're looking for. I usually leave spaces. It makes it look cleaner. So now, if you have 3 on the top, 3 on the middle, and 2 on the bottom, you will make a diamond. This is not, you can't flip-flop this, okay? It has to be in this specific shape. If you were to craft it with this X on this side, it wouldn't work because it's a specific crafting recipe. It's a shaped crafting recipe. Now let's say you wanted to create a horizontal recipe. Just have one line. What this tells Minecraft is that as long as there are 3 coal on any horizontal line, you'll get a diamond. Let's say you wanted to create a vertical one. Well, that's easy as well. Just delete these and have an X and an X. And therefore, if you have 1, 2, 3 coal, it'll give you a diamond. And if you wanted these to be different things, TSS, all you have to do is basically just copy this, paste it below it 2 times, delete the last comma, change this to a T, this to an S. Important to remember, these characters have to be the same case and same letter or number as these ones up here, otherwise it won't notice it. Let's make this dot, what starts with T? Nothing. Let's make this a bed, and we'll make this a stick. Okay? So if you have coal, a bed, and a stick, you'll get a diamond. See how that works? There's a vertical. And this will work on any vertical line. But remember, if you put a space here, this is not going to work. You have to have as many spaces wide on the top as you do on the middle and the bottom. Otherwise, it won't recognize it. Okay? Just remember that. Here's a thing that we're used to seeing. Let's make a pickaxe. Now a pickaxe, you know, is 3 on the top and 1 in the middle, 1 stick in the middle, and another stick on the bottom. But if you were to make it like this, you'd get an error. If you were to put only 1 space, you'd get an error. You need to have at least 2 spaces. Now obviously that's not going to look like a pickaxe. We have to have a space on each side. But just to show you what I mean, I'm going to copy this and paste it here. By the way, I do know that I haven't used T, and this code will get skipped because it's not up here. So you can just leave it for now. And just to show you what I mean, is I'm going to take this recipe, make a diamond, same thing, but I'm going to shape, actually we'll make a pickaxe. Make this one a dot wood, sorry, dot pickaxe stone, and I'll make this one dot pickaxe gold. Okay, so if we do it the proper way, we'll get a gold one. And we'll try this recipe, but I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get a stone pickaxe. Alright, so let's turn it on, we'll see what happens. Okay, and now that this is loaded, let's just go to single player, let's go to a creative world. And let's put our block down, and now, oh, I need some coal. This is from our other tutorial, so let's get a whole stack of coal, whole stack of sticks. Now I want to show you, our first one we did something like this, the normal way a pickaxe looks. Bam, we get the golden pickaxe, but I want to show you that the other one isn't working. Because like I said, when you don't add these 2 squares to the crafting grid, it kicks out and causes an error, which you can't see, and basically it's uncraftable. So let's get out of that. So, there we go. So this one here is uncraftable because you need the 2 spaces. Now let's say you wanted to create a diagonal pickaxe, and there you go. You'd have to make sure, again, that it's fully shaped. You can make that into a sickle or whatever, or you could take this out, put a space, put an X here. But you have to remember, always remember, that the top, middle, and bottom have to have the same amount of spaces, have to have the same amount of characters. And remember, a space does count as a character. So you have 3 characters, 3 characters, and 3 characters. And then you'll be able to make your pickaxe.